Well, right now at 6, a convicted felon out on 4 felony bonds, now accused of murdering a young father, will stay behind bars without bond. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Keith Garvin.
Good evening. I'm Daniela Guzman. Harris County Judge Josh Hill made that decision this morning after advocates for crime victims said this shooting could have been prevented. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has been following this case since the very beginning. He's joining us now live with how that accused shooter's attorney is responding. Bryce?
Well, Daniela and Keith, Carlos Chavez was out on bond, accused in a road rage shooting last summer that injured a driver when he's accused of murdering 23-year-old Jadrian Edwards as he drove down Beechnut Street with his baby daughter in the back seat. The 28-year-old suspect had bond denied in court today in an uncommon hearing that prosecutors can ask for if a defendant has certain aspects of a criminal history. So in this case, he's a twice convicted felon who served prison time, is accused of new crimes while on bond for aggravated assault in that past road rage shooting, and as a felon should not have had a gun, which he's accused of using in this case. Here's how Crime Stoppers responded.
I'll argue to my dying breath that this was so utterly preventable and none of this should have happened. The system failed his family miserably.
And the victim's mother tells me she doesn't think Chavez should have been allowed on the streets and able to allegedly kill who she describes as her hardworking and overprotective son.
But it was also heartbreaking to know that he was out on bond for doing the same thing to somebody else. So he should have never been on the streets. I mean, they charged him with aggravated assault when that was an attempted murder. So why was he able to go free?
But listen now to how Chavez's attorney responded to all of this outside of court this morning after that story aired last night.
Judge Hill and all his colleagues went to law school. They were prosecutors. They were defense attorneys. What does that mean? It means they can't predict the future. What it means is they have an encyclopedia knowledge of a defendant, somebody that's accused of a crime, what the bond is, are they entitled to bond, what the amount is, and the circumstances. So the narrative that you guys are creating that this could have been avoided, it's unreasonable. It's unfair. You guys need to do better.
Walked away from the camera after that and declined to discuss any facts of the 6 cases his client is currently accused in. But in court, that attorney brought up 2 issues from this shooting that we can possibly expect to hear more about as this case progresses. Number 1, he says investigators found 2 different types of shell casings, including one inside the car that Edwards drove, which raises the question here if a gun may have been fired from inside that vehicle. And then number 2, he pointed to surveillance video which apparently shows Edwards' front passenger with his arm stuck out the window before ducking when the gunfire started, which he says may be a viable claim of self-defense for his client. So, of course, with this story, there's a lot more to come, Keith and Daniela, but Chavez will be held without bond for at least 60 days now. But sometime before then, we do expect prosecutors to return to court and fight to have him held without bond indefinitely pending trial.